So you decided to go across the world, and you were thinking of how a way you can do that. So would you save up a bunch of money to do it?
Yes, of course. I only use my money that I have one in Spain working of waiter in a restaurant, and in 2 years I have accumulated a lot of money for do this travel.
So you actually thought about, okay, I'm gonna do this travel, so I need to start right now saving money, and so all the money that you got before the trip you worked for.
Yes.
And saved for 2 years.
Yeah, and that 2 years was the same time that I used for planificate all the travel, all the steps that I need to do, and all the stuff that I want to do in the travel for know every part of the world.
And so you figured that maybe someone would be interested in it as well, and you figured maybe you could have some companies that want to come along with you on the ride and get some exposure and maybe see what they wanted to do. So you just decided to reach out to the companies, or you liked the bike and you...
Yeah, no. Before I started travel, I looking for the help of a Spanish bicycle company named Orbea, and they help me with the travel, and they give me the bicycle and the clothes, special clothes for cyclists. And I received the help too of the Men's Health magazine. And
Men's Health?
Yeah, Men's Health. And I have a blog in her website, and they publish many articles in the magazines, and it's very cool because the people can know how is my travel.
And you also asked various companies if they wanted to help or whatever, not necessarily making money, but to help you do donations or whatever, reimbursements. And you found some other ones too?
No.
The NGOs or?
I before I started travel, I contact with many NGOs for visit the place where they are working now, and they answer me very interesting because I want to explain how is the work of the NGOs and share with the other person using my website, my Facebook page, my Twitter, and my channel in YouTube.
And that was they kind of, since they do stuff with the world human population, they thought it would be interesting with them to see the world from a human perspective, or and use that with their advertisement.
Yeah, no, of course, and my target is share my travel with everyone, and now I'm not I don't be the same person before I started travel. Every day I feel different because every experience, every person that I know give me some change in my mentality, and with the NGO that change is more bigger, and they open my mind, and I want to open the mind of all the people who follow me in my Facebook page with my videos.
So you started out wanting just mainly adventures, but it turned into now kind of your view on human population, or what's going on in the world. And it started out right, you just wanted to do it just for the experience and the adventure, and now it's going more towards looking at what's happening with all people in the world. Or how do you, what was kind of your reason behind the bike ride?
Yeah, the first reason is follow a dream, and within this dream of complete a tour around the world by bicycle, I want to learn more about the life, about the person, about the countries, all the things that I have seen around the 19 countries that I visited. Was an amazing experience, and I can see a lot of difference between the countries, not only with the economy, with the mentality of the person too. And sometimes it's very similar to the Spanish mentality, but a lot of time is totally different. And that situation make me think a lot about the world, the situation, and the person, and the concept of the freedom, the real freedom.
Mm-hmm. Inside the people.
Yes.
Yeah, even though different cultures, people are very similar.
It's a free lesson of the life.
And you want to do it like solely for yourself inside, and you didn't set out to make money on this or anything like that. It was strictly for your knowledge and better you, make you better, and maybe help some people at the same time.
Yeah, of course. And the principal message of my travel and my website is that the dreams are gonna be reality, but we never must to forget that we can do it, and this is a real challenge, because I ride the bicycle alone, I wake up alone, I eat alone every day, and I sleep alone, and wake up alone the next day. Sometimes I can meet with person very interesting like you, Josh, but it's another part of the travel, and the reality is that everything of the day and the travel I will do alone, and it's a very hard challenge complete this travel around the world. And I want to explain to every people that if we want, we can do it.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, you've already obviously experienced some hard times. I mean, what was the first part of your trip?
My first part of my trip was cross 17 countries from Madrid, my born city in Spain, for arrive to Thailand, Bangkok, and the second.
And how many miles was that did you ride?
Now, actually, I ride 12,000 of miles.
On the first part, from Spain to Bangkok?
Yes, and the second part consists in cross all the American continent from Vancouver, Canada, to Rio De Janeiro, Brazil.
So, you're going. Are you taking breaks in between the stops, or you go straight from one stop to the next?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, from the airplane. So, what I want you to say is that you're not going to do any stops. Like, you're not taking a break from one trip to the Eurasian trip to the North American trip. Like, you're going. So, say I'm going directly from the ending place on one continent to the next continent.
Yes, never stop. The only way that I will come back, come back home is finishing the travel, and now I have in front of me 15,000 of miles more here in the American continent. Now I am in Montana, and I am enjoying a lot this experience, because it's a wonderful place in the world.
So we'll do the details of it more on the website, but so tell me where you go. You start to stop to airplane to land to stop to airplane to next one, like that.
Okay. The first part was cross Europe and Asia from Spain to Thailand. In Thailand, I got an aeroplane to Vancouver, and Vancouver, I have begun the second part that consists in ride the bicycle from Vancouver to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and in Rio de Janeiro I will take another aeroplane to South Africa for start the third part of the travel and cross all the African continent from South Africa to Egypt.
And how long total do you think for the whole? You say for the whole trip? Do you think when do you want to be finished by?
All the trip is for 2 years.
2 years is your plan?
2 years, 4 continents, 45 countries, and in kilometer, 55,000 of kilometers.
And in 2 years. And so far, how many months do you have? 10, 12 months, 10 months? Or have you been riding? How long did the first part take you?
8 months.
So, okay, so you have 8, 9. Was it like, you've been on 9? You're on 9 months so far, 8 or 9 months, 9 or 10 months, right now.
Right now, in the next 8 months.
No, how long have you been traveling?
8 months.
You've been traveling for 8.
Yes,
so,
I began the travel the last 1 of October of 2013.
And then, when did you get to Vancouver?
Sorry?
When did you get to the second part?
I began the second part more or less 3 weeks ago.
In May?
Yes, in May.
Okay. And so you basically have a year and 4 months. How long do you have left to finish your goal?
Sorry?
So how many months? So basically, what I want you to say after this is, I have 15 months, 16 months left to go from here and finish my goal in Spain. From here to South America and then through Africa and to Spain. You have 15 months left, 16 months left.
Yes, I more or less I have in front of me 10 months more here in the American continent, and for cross all Africa I will spend more or less 6 months. But I don't know, because every day is different. Every day is a new target, a new challenge, and I know where I wake up, but I never know where I will sleep.
Exactly. Exactly. We saw that. And so what right now it's probably going to change, like it already has, but what do you think you will do or get from this experience when you're finished? Like, what are you going to do with this?
I don't know. It's a difficult question, but I think that when I will finish the travel, the first will be stay more time with my family and my friends, and with my 2 Matthew, that they born while I'm traveling. I never see my Matthew. And
when was that? Your sister had a baby, right?
Yes, I have 2 sisters more bigger than me, and 8 sisters have a baby while I'm traveling.
Like 2 days ago, right?
Yeah, the last was 2 days ago. And maybe I thinking in write a book. I don't know, and maybe grow my roof in Spain, and be quiet for many time, or maybe I will going crazy and don't stop of traveling all my life. That is the reason, because I told you that it's a different question, because I don't know what experience I will live in this travel.
Yeah,
every experience changes your mentality and your opinion about the life.
Something will point you and say, this is what you need to do next. That's going to be interesting when you get back. You're not going to be able to live a normal life like you did before, I don't think, because you'll be changed
Yeah.
up here, you'll probably have inspiration to do.
Yeah, and that is one of the reasons because I don't come back while I traveling to my country. For example, the last Christmas I live the Christmas in Iran, for example, and I feel very sad because all my family and my friends was in Spain, and that is a special party for be all together. But in that occasion, I didn't want to come back home because maybe I think I don't want to continue to travel because I miss a lot of my family. But continue the travel after the 5-6 months. I only consider travel and my family behind.
So, what was the most difficult part of the trip? Not mentally, but actually physically riding.
For physical aptitudes was Thailand because there are many mountains and the weather is very hot and with extreme condition of humidity and was very hard. But ride the bicycle in India is dangerous and funny at the same time. Funny because you can see things that you never imagined that could be happen. But it's dangerous too because in the road there aren't any load, and that was very interesting part of the travel across the north of the India.
So, did you ever consider, like you said, you considered stopping travel because you missed your family? Did you ever consider not going on because it was too difficult to ride?
Yeah, no, but now I changed the mentality of my family. My family will travel to see me.
Yeah, but I mean, like, did anything ever make you want to stop, saying, "Oh man, this too many mountains there. You know what? This is too much. I'm just gonna stop. It's too hard."
Yes, that moments happens many times, but at the seconds after, I think that I have the support of my family, of my friends, and they are with me. We have a lot of miles of distance between us, but I feel that my family and my friends are with me in every moment. And
that's where you get your strength to.
Yes, of course, and with the support of the followers too. The followers send me a lot of messages for have a good mentality for don't forget the strength on the road, and that is awesome because it's people that I never know. I never saw this person, but they love me. They want that I can finally finish the travel. And this is amazing. And
also, I mean, you must have had even some companies feel the same way because you had the bike company. They gave you a bike. You didn't say here, and they had no reason to think if you were not going to ride or going to ride. They said, "Here, you know what? That sounds good. Here's a bike," and they gave you a bike to do it with, right?
Yes.
So who's the sponsor?
Yeah, my official sponsor is Orbea. It's a Spanish cyclist company, and I use the bicycle for travel, and it's amazing because in the first time when I planified the travel, I remember that I only want to do this travel with this kind of bicycle, and now I'm very happy because they help me with the stuff, with the bicycle, and with the clothes too.
So you contacted them and they said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, and they gave you equipment to do it with, huh?
I remember the first email that I only write telling him that I want to do this travel, but no asking for help, and they answered me that we can help you. and that was amazing because they helped me with the stuff, and now I'm really happy because it was a very important point of the travel.
And it's how do you spell it, the name?
Orbea. Orbea.
And are they a large company for bikes in Spain?
Yeah, there are another brand of cyclists, but all the life I like this.
That's your favorite one.
Yes.
Before you even, and that's why you asked them. You asked them specifically,
Yeah,
like,
no,
I like your stuff.
I have done another travels by bicycle. Every time I use this brand. I have a special connect.
So that's kind of nice that your favorite brand actually, when you talked to them, they said, okay, you know what, we'll help you. That's kind of
that was amazing.
Yeah. And so you didn't ask for any money or anything. You just told them what you were doing.
Yes.
And they decided they wanted to help you with the bike and clothes. And the human rights organizations and stuff, the same thing, you said, this is what I'm going to do? Or
yes, and with the NGOs, it's a very important point of the travel because with the channel that I did in YouTube, I can edit and film some videos when I visit the place where the NGOs are working, and I can film everything and explain to the camera what is the situation and what is the help that they give to the person, and share this information and this sentiment to other person. And this experience changed my mind, and with my video maybe I can change the mind of other person.
Yeah. And so what just briefly go over for example, you're starting in North America, Canada, going through you're going to go to Vancouver, and you're in Montana, so where are you going to go from here?
Here in United States, first time I want to explain that normally in some countries I only go all straight for cross the country and visit the capital and the two most important city, but United States is very big, and by bicycle is the distance are very big too. But I want to visit all the west coast of the United States. My first stop in United States was Seattle in Washington. From Seattle I went to Spokane to Montana. Now I am in Norris. And tomorrow I will to start to cross the Yellowstone National Park. After I will go to Grand Teton, the national park, then Lake Salt City, and then I will go to the shore of California to visit Reno, Sacramento, and San Francisco. And then I will come back into the west of the United States for visit the Sequoia National Park. I want to cross the Death Valley National Park too for arrive Las Vegas. And after Las Vegas, I want to visit the Grand Canyon National Park. That is an important point because my surname is Colorado. And I want to visit the canyon of Colorado. And after the Grand Canyon National Park, I will come back to the shore of the west coast for arrive to Los Angeles. And finally cross the border and go to Mexico.
And then to Baja and cross over from
Yeah, in Mexico I want to enter in Mexico from Tijuana and cross all Baja California, and in the bottom of Baja California I will take a ferry for go to Mazatlan in the west coast too of Mexico, and then follow the shore for arrive to Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, or Central America.
And then you south to all along the Pacific coast.
Yes.
So
following the Panamericana Highway.
All the way, and then go down to Argentina.
Yeah.
Come back.
Then from Panama, I need to take a boat for arrive to Colombia, and do port in Turbo, and then and there I will start the tour around South America, and from Colombia I want to arrive to Santiago de Chile, following the west coast, the Pacific coast of South America, and then cross Argentina for arrive to the Atlantic coast, and then go up for arrive to Rio de Janeiro.
And then
the last aeroplane from Rio de Janeiro to Johannesburg in South Africa, and then cross all Africa for arrive Egypt.
For Egypt, okay, and then up through Africa to Egypt, and then over to.
Yeah, then from Egypt, I will take many ferries, and I will do many stops in Greek and in Italy too, for finally come back to Spain and do port in Barcelona, and then ride my last miles in Spain for arrive from Barcelona to Madrid, and finish the travel in the exactly point where I have begun the travel, because in Madrid there is the Puerta del Sol, is like in English the door of sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's very famous place, and in this place there are a plaque in the floor that is the symbol of the mile zero of every road in Spain, and there is the exactly point where I began the travel.
And from when you began the travel, you went from Spain to where?
From Spain, I went to the north for arrive to France. Then I went to Italy, Slovenia, Cross, Montenegro, Albania, Greek, and then I leave Europe to go Turkey, Iran, Pakistan, India, Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia.
And then Cambodia, then you went to Vancouver.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, very very long distance.
So you're like almost halfway, huh? Maybe like when you get to California, probably about, or maybe Mexico, that'll be about halfway. You think? This is for the total trip?
Yeah. Yes, this is the total trip, but...
what do you think the halfway point is? Like when
the half point will be maybe in center of America, in Panama.
Mm-hmm.
Because the middle point will be when I will ride the 27,000 of kilometers. It's like more or less 16,000 of miles. That is the middle point of the travel.
And you're at 12,000 now, 12 or 13,000 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm very close.
Yeah.
Of the middle of the travel.
Excellent.
Thank you.
That's good. That's good. All right.